Kickbot.
Put this shit in it. You can't put her finger in the trigger. It won't do right. That's bullshit.
So Kickbutt of the three figures is probably my favorite. I don't know why, because his transformation I like the least, I think, but it's also the more technical of the three, and maybe that's why I like him the most, because I like a technical transformation. Not so technical like War Dog or anything like that, but these guys are pretty cool. Was it War Dog? That was the daggone one I'm missing for the count. So awesome. So now we have the full count. So I'm not gonna get this. I'm not gonna get derailed. I'm not going to get derailed. The head's on the hinge here, which is kind of strange. It's strange to me every time I look at that. You got the head on the hinge. You got these little antenna things, and they are also articulated. Again, you can see there's no light piping on that face, and that's really sad. The wings themselves, you can get a little bit of movement out of those. I've not heard anything bad. I've not seen anything bad. I have a buddy who had a problem with the wing. He has the collector's editions, and one of his wings is kind of loose. I don't see that problem here at all. And my other friends who've gotten it, they haven't had that problem either. So that's pretty dope. You got the shoulders on a ball joint again, just like with Claymore. You have the double articulation here at the forearm, and the same deal here at the wrist. Now because his hands don't fold away or anything like that, you just get the rotation there, right? This thing here is really weird because it opens up, but it's on a slide. So you kind of pull it up and then you slide it out, and that plays a part into the transformation. We'll get into that when it's time to transform this guy, right? So same thing on this side, and then you have yet again the use of this ball joint here. Now here's the thing, because of his transformation you have to open his body up, so this piece actually fits in here, and you see there's like a little slot. If I can get you in there close enough, you see that little slot and groove where it fits, that holds it in place. Now a concern I have with these figures is the use of tabbing, and that's the same issue we saw with Brawny and Backland. They don't, Badcube is not big on tabbing. They're big on panel using, flipping, folding, and all of that crap, but they're just not huge on tabbing. And I think that's a sad mistake to make with these figures, because in many cases you get into the transformation and it's missing that tab that would hold it in place. So I hope that they will look over that and give us some consideration in their future endeavors. So here he's got some really nice ratchets on the leg. Really nice ratchets. They're really solid. They're not so hard that you can't move them. They're not so stiff that you can't move them. And you get a little bit of soft ratcheting out on the outside motion. So that's all pretty cool. You see what I'm saying? This keeps coming out because it's not tabbed in. It just kind of fits into place there. And I guess it's supposed to hold it, but it's not holding it very well. There really needed to be a tab back there somewhere to hold it down. So you can get that, and you can get all the way out. And then he has, of course, his feet. Okay, you got a bend there, not a double articulation here, but you get a bend there. And that's due to the transformation as well as the restriction in that. And then you have his feet. You have a swivel here on the toe. And then you have the heel spur just... it's on a hinge, but you can't get the hinge out because of the transformation for the leg, for the bug. So that's kind of sad. But I mean, there's not really much you can do there because of the transformation. You can get all the way out here with the foot, and you can twist those toes in to give them a nice wide stance if you want, or you can come in here, or you can come here. The cool thing is you have a nice depth of range, and you don't have to worry about it sinking under the weight of the figure. So that's pretty pleasing. And of course, you can see there's plenty of black there, broken up with the yellow here, silver there, red, and then that blue comes back into play on this figure. So I like the way they carry that out throughout all the figures, and it really draws the team together. And this is just a really nice detail to put in and bring around the back. This is a really nice complementary color there. On the back, you can see the purple, which comes from the transformation, but it really speaks to that G1 cartoon look of the figure, right? And you got some yellow paint here on the back, so that's pretty cool. Now his weapon is just the same with that funny little slim block deal there, but his does a whole lot of transforming. So you can fold that up under, you take these pieces here and you flip that down and you bring that about like that, and this goes to transformation. This transformation goes to a part of his actual bug alt mode. We're just going to put this to the side because we're going to use this when it's time to transform him. First and foremost, to change the faceplate out, put the head all the way back, take a screwdriver, and just kind of work that out. Careful not to scratch your shit up, but you just got to kind of work it out. I take the screwdriver once I got it out that far, as in that far, and I just kind of pop it off, okay? And again, you have a slot there, so you can't really mix the faces up. Now, unlike the other one, you can't really put that one on top and just go straight in. And I don't know that you can do it like, yeah, there you go. You can slide it in from there. No, that's not going to work either. So for this guy, you actually have to go in through the bottom, and that in itself is kind of irritating. I remember last time having a little bit of issue with it, but we'll see how it goes this time around. All right, so no, that was pretty painless. Hopefully his transformation keeps with that. Yeah, I like that face. I really like that face. Transformation on this guy. Let's get into it. First things first, you want to orientate the. Let me see if I can show this to you. You put the arm up right so you can see this. See that slot there? You want it to be facing back like that on both sides. So the wings will be facing forward a little like that. Now with that accomplished, you're going to just slide that out. You see how it slides out on these rails here, right? And then inside of here, this is the crazy part, there's like a little face mask thing. You want to just kind of pop that up if you can. And it's kind of a tight fit, but pop that up. And that's going to cover his bot face like that. Now, while we have that out, you want to take this and you want to fold it all the way out like that, right? These little legs here, there's going to be a trick to that. We're going to, you see this hinge here? Fold these around. Take those arms, bring them on out. Take this little midsection here and bring that on out. Just bring everything on out. Straighten it all out like that, all right? Now, these are the bug legs. So you're going to want to fold the, and they're on balls here. They're on balls inside of here, and then this is on a hinge right here. So you want to take the whole hinge and flip it down like that. Now, you also have that piece on a hinge here on the side. You can move the arm pieces up on that hinge there, then take these and just kind of fold them out like that. Yeah. Now, once those are cleared, take these hands, close the fists. With these shoulder pieces facing in towards each other, take these arms first and rotate them around. I'm sorry. Like that, with the tabs facing each other. If you can see that. All right. You're going to tab them into each other like that. Try to keep it as straight as possible. This is not very straight here. Because these are on a ball, it really makes it irritating to get these guys straightened out. With so many moving parts with the hinges and everything like that, it makes it really irritating to get those guys squared away. But once you got them squared away, they're all fit in nice. Make sure the hands are facing away like this. By via those double joints, just fold it in like that and seat it as far as you can into that base, if you can see that at all. Just seat it into that base area there, right? Now, once you have that, you're going to fold it like this. Oh wait, I'm sorry, it's not folded in quite enough. So this part will tear your ass up. It tore my ass up. So don't fold it all the way in. Fold it in just enough. You want to leave just a little bit of space there. With those two pieces up there, you're ready to fold this in. But before you can fold this in, you have to slide this part that we talked about earlier. And inside is this little piece here with a little bit of red paint on there. Nice. 2 ports there, 2 pegs there. We're going to close that up. All right, so now we're going to take this piece. We're going to fold it in. We'll know if we did it correctly because of these 2 tabs connecting with the 2 slots there. Obviously, we did do it correctly. So with everything folded up, this pushes back in, tabbed in here. This is folded out. Now we can take these 2 pieces here and fold them up. Now these pieces are actually on a slide, so you can slide them out. If you can see that there, and it'll fit right in there and secure it. Same thing on the other side. There you go. Now, all of that's done, all that's taken care of. The face is covered. Now, these parts I leave for last, just because they're kind of irritating in themselves, and there's so much more irritation left in this whole process, right? Okay. Now, for this portion, you might want to get a little screwdriver or whatnot. Okay, so these little pieces here are going to come out. They tab into the back of the leg there, so they're really sturdy. They're not going anywhere. That's why I said you may definitely want to get a screwdriver to take those out. Once you've got those out, you're going to bring out the old bug feet, which are also on spring hinges, so they pop into place once they're out. Okay, and then you can just leave those feet portions out. That slides in on that side, and it doesn't go all the way in. There's like a little bar going across the top inside of there, and this will collapse down to that, about that portion of it. So this whole crotch piece here on this ball joint swings down, then that comes up, and that comes up, and they kind of go out like that. And there you have your bug feet, and then you have your feet, of course, in the front there. And with that successfully accomplished, you can take these pieces here, twist them like this, twist them like that. Take these little purple pieces, spin those out right quick, like that and like that, and bring them in. And it should, see how that goes with the notch there and then that clearance area? Bring that down like that. Just like that. And that gives you the front bug legs and the rear bug legs. And then you can just bring the wings down like that. And now everything is in place. This portion here, I do believe, if I am correct, this portion here, because of the 2 tabs on, using the 2 tabs on the side here, just kind of snaps down in place like that, and that holds that position like that. And it's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of weird the way the leg placing is. It's just kind of weird. And then the next bad thing is that these front bug legs don't hold up under the weight of the body very well. So that provides its own issue in itself, but it's not like the worst thing in the world. You can't articulate it because they are on a little ball. They're on a ball, so you can kind of like swing them out a little bit just to give it a little more character. And there you have your bug. There you have your kickback. And then you take his weapon. This is another piece that wasn't thought out very well, wasn't done very well. See those 2 openings on the side there? They kind of snap into place here, and what it's like, not the easiest thing to make happen, and it makes everything come apart. The fight with it, trying to get it out, sucks. There you go. So that snap doesn't mean it's broken. That snap means it's in place. So there you go. Now, what you can do with these out, because this is totally a problem. It's so fiddly. You kind of angle those out a little bit. You can angle those out a little bit, and that'll make it a little more sturdy. Oh, sorry. And these feet portions here, they slide back up in there like that. I'm sorry, I totally forgot about that. So there you go. But anything you do to the bug from this point on is going to push those legs down. And I'm just not a fan. I'm not a big fan of that. The legs here in the back, they have these toe pieces, and they swing out as well. And you'll need a screwdriver or a flathead or something to bring those boys out. And there you go. And that's kind of a headache too. So there are a lot of headaches with these guys. But then, I mean, these are badcube, so you're kind of used to, if you're buying badcube, you're kind of used to them giving you a headache, let's be honest. Yeah! Oh, shit! Goodbye! Could you get off of me?